Alright, YouTube, it's my favorite part of the week. It's that time where I get to read my favorite YouTube comments from the prior week. If you guys want to be in this video, all you have to do is just leave a comment on a video and it might get in. And we're going to start off here, in no particular order, with the Real Team Outcast. I really don't like the Magna, the fact that you need anti under this deck. Now that makes the deck liable to more bricks like it doesn't already. So in response to my Blue Flare video, this is a comment that came in. I think the Magna X is a contentious choice, and I saw that in my comment section. I respond to that by saying, didn't Magna X just like win a DC Grand Prix or something? The card is worth the potential bricks you might get, and don't forget this deck has a lot of ways to unbrick you. A lot of ways to unbrick you. Anywhere between drawing a million cards or the boost or whatever else. Like, breaking with this deck isn't a problem. The issue with the deck is that the deck doesn't do anything. But besides that, there's no issue. I think Magna X is actually one of the best cards that you can play at Blue Flare. That's my opinion on it anyway, but everyone's entitled to their own thing. Fabian here says, you shave your beard and then you get sick because of it. I knew your beard give you powers. My beard did give me powers for sure. We're slowly growing back the facial hair, but I feel naked. It feels weird. I'm not surprised I got sick. It probably holds off contagion like a shield. So it feels bad indeed that I got sick, but we're okay. We're good. Dallas the Bass Wrestler says, don't get riped off, brothers. I assume he meant don't get ripped off, but it's funny. It's a good comment, and it's true. Make sure you don't get ripped off by anyone. You know, your money, you work for it for a reason. Don't want to lose it. Next comment here is from G Lamb, Burgermon deck profile win. He's been leaving a lot of comments on my videos lately asking for a Burgermon deck profile. The official answer is when BT12 comes, then I'll do it. But until then, there's no reason to. Digislots here says Mario equals Digimon YouTuber with a so true reply. Yeah, that's what people know me for. We do make YouTube content for Digimon. It's kind of cool. M. Alcout says he's been playing his own grandest build since BT9, won more than 10 tourneys with it, and just won our big BT10Ks tournament with it as well. Grandest kills everything. I play it with blue. Now, I love this comment except for the fact that you play it with blue. I think that's a complete misplay, and you're going to end up having issues eventually. Yeah, that's really it. Like, green is the way. 50 green cards is the way to play Grandest, in my opinion. John Callahan says, after this video, I now imagine every video Mario films just has people bound and gagged in the background so we can record in silence. Well, usually I'm not recording videos with people in the shop to begin with. Usually I wait till the shop is closed. So I don't have to actually bind and gag anyone. I don't have to do that. So that's important because unless it's a giggity moment, we don't believe in binding and gagging. Mark Berger played BT10 Sakuyamon on locals, does better than people think, and it's fun to play. Still not tier 1 though. Sakuyamon is a waifu with a potentially explosive combo. I think that's the only reason why the EX2 Sakuyamon is as expensive as it is. People have a lot of hopium behind the deck. I don't know really why, but it is what it is. Korak is dead says Demimuramon has been 14 before. It's the best purple egg and hasn't been power crept out. That is true. Someone else at the comments saying that Demimura has been seeing play in Bagger Army. Like I don't know how much relevant that is because Bagger Army seems like a tier 6 deck, but Demimura is like the best purple egg. And it's in a set that's hard to find. It makes sense that it's expensive, ultimately. Grand Pacha. I know I've seen his comments before on here. We're doing it again. He got a lot of likes for this one. I'm all for reprints, especially of cards from early sets still used today so the game can be more accessible. I think I might prefer a slow drip of reprinting during main sets, but the game might still be too young for that. I think it definitely is still too young for that, and I think an organized reprint set isn't a bad idea. Yes, it will... From a money-making point of view, they make more money if they print just a reprint set instead of, like, putting the odd reprint here and there in another set. That's kind of how it works. Yeah, so they're making money off of it, which is why they're doing it. But yeah, reprint set, all around, good vibes. Like this one, Jay Stewart. I'm excited for the reprint. Hopefully they throw in errata cards as well. Errata cards I didn't really think of, but this is a great opportunity for them to fix text on cards. I don't know if that'll happen, but it's good to know. It's good to be aware of that kind of thing. Spy Rover says, depending on the cards reprinted, this could be awesome. A lot of older cards are a real pain to get, which makes it hard for newer players to build an index. And then they keep secondary record prices down is great. Yeah, that's true. All four, I find Digimon to be one of the healthiest games out there in terms of card prices. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is ridiculous. Magic is ridiculous. Pokemon, I'd say Digimon are kind of par for the course if you're playing standard formats. And that's really cool. And that's about it. I do think that there are some cards that are really annoying to get, really frustrating to get. But all in all, you can still build a tier 1 Digimon deck for really cheap. So, like, that's a sign of healthy secondary market, in my opinion. Vaughn completely disagrees with the Dorogray hit. Their logic is sound. However, Alphamon was not a problem deck. It was not winning every event similar to something like Blue Hybrids or Across in Japan BT10 format. In the format, it's been played and we had solid distribution of topping decks. I think it's unfortunate we're forced to live in Japan ban list, crafted around a best of 1 format. And here's a whole bunch of comments. Okay, so I want to counter by saying, didn't Alphamon win a big BT10 tournament? For the life of me, I can't remember what that tournament was. It might have been one of the test events. I honestly don't remember. But Alphamon has been in the format, has won tournaments. And, like, the Dorogreymon, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think it's a future-proofing hit. Imagine if they make more broken support that can go on top of Dorogreymon. Giving it invulnerability and security +1 could be super scary to deal with. I think, kind of like the original Savior Huckmon, it limits design of other cards so that if a card of Dorogray exists at 4, they have to be careful what they print. If it exists at 1, not really a big deal. It's a Saki one of, like, HPD or something. I think that's the main reason for the hit. It does do a lot of things. It really does. And the analysis they give on their ban list page is also a really good analysis. Happy that they do that in the first place. Hitting X4 this early is the best decision ever. It opens up the format for all these great decks we have are coming at X3. We don't need a main deck 4-play cost reduction floodgates now. That's true. Just got main deck things like Pillowmon now. But no, I hear you. It's cool that they are doing it because the Shoutmon deck did dominate EX3 in Japan, so now it won't dominate EX3 here, which forces a different meta. You love to see it. It's a good comment. Zarnik says that this is 100% malicious marketing. Hey, we are hitting a deck that can make you less likely to buy our next box, so we hit it. Now, why is this malicious? Simple. They waited 2 weeks from the releasing a box set around Cross, and then hit the Cross people after the people had dumped money on it. I don't play the deck. I don't care for it, but it is bad for Bandai. Why should I buy any boxes or pack from here on until the ban list announces? I think a lot of people disagree with this comment. It's not malicious marketing. I think that Bandai hits things early on that aren't expensive, which is why we haven't seen a super rare hint that I can remember, and we haven't seen a secret rare hint that I can remember. They always hit the cheap stuff, so that if you do, get a hit like HPD Agumon originally, Eismon, Savior Hawk, MDF, you're not gonna cry about it, This guy may or may not be crying about it. He doesn't seem like he is. I don't think there's any malicious intent. It's just how they want to do things. Yu-Gi-Oh! Konami does this all the time. Every set almost, this is what they do. So I'm kind of just used to it. It's just kind of how they want to sell cards. It's fine. It's not a big deal at the end of the day. It's not like people are going to stop playing because they do this, in my opinion. Markant with a blue flare combo here. The best trick that somehow no one takes advantage of is to use the red Greymon for Metal Greymon, which is true. Digivolve the Decker Greymon, uses effect to put the blue Greymon under him. Now you can swing twice with 2 checks. The whole play costs you 5 memories, which is easily affordable with the Memory Tamer and a Memory Boost Sorojo. It's a good combo. It's cool. Thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. That's really nice. Is that it? That's it. That's all our comments for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we're out of here. See you later.